let's talk about why the Google Ads that you've tried or maybe you're running right now aren't working. Because I've built Google Ad campaigns for PMU artists that can generate 20 to 30 new clients each month, and I've audited hundreds of accounts. And so by doing that, I found that there's usually two big reasons as to why Google Ads campaigns haven't worked, and maybe why you are frustrated or think that Google Ads are just a waste of money or maybe even a scam. So we're going to go through those two reasons today and how to actually fix them with examples so you can get started on doing that today and yeah, get 15, 20 new PMU clients every single month predictably. So let's switch to the screen share. Okay, so first off, I do just want to preface the video by saying Google Ads do work, but there is a specific way to run them to actually get results, which is what I'll be covering. So yeah, just as an example here, so my campaigns usually generate 4+ X returns. So basically you put in $2,000, you get 8,000, even 10K out. And here are two more facts straight from Google Ads itself. So 76% of people who search for something nearby on their phone visit that business within a day. And this is just the average here from Google, $2 for every $1 spent. So essentially, they do work, but there is a specific way to run them, which is what I'll be covering. So yeah, let's get into the video. Okay, so the first big reason as to why the Google ad campaign that you've run before didn't work, or maybe the one you're running right now isn't working, and that is that the Google ad that you have up and you're paying for is just whoever clicks on it is just being sent to your homepage, which it might sound like a normal thing to do. If that's something you set up yourself, I mean, you are the PMU artist, you're not like a marketer, so it might not seem like an issue. But basically, it is quite a big issue, and that's what I'll be explaining in just a few seconds. So basically, if you're sending clicks of such things like microblading near me, who have clicked on your ad that says book microblading it now, so basically they're expecting to see all about microblading because they searched microblading, they've clicked microblading, so now they're expecting a page that just talks all about microblading. But so if you direct them to your homepage and didn't get any bookings, then here's why. And the reason for that is that a homepage is not made for generating bookings. It's not made for getting PMU clients for you every single month. At least it's not on a very effective way of doing that, basically. Because let's say, and this is just an example here, hopefully it'll be clear. So let's say, you're throwing a birthday party and you invite people, of course. But you say, hey, come to location or like Miami somewhere on Sunday and Saturday, and I'll be there. I mean, you wouldn't really get any guests, right? Because they would have no idea where to go. They probably wouldn't even try. So that's basically what you're doing when you run a Google ad campaign to your homepage. And let me explain that. So when someone clicks on your ad, they're interested in something specific, like I said above. So maybe your ad said, get natural looking microblading, book now, which is a pretty standard ad. So they click, they're excited. They're thinking, okay, I'm going to find out more about the service at this specific salon. But instead, landing on a page all about microblading, they land on your homepage. So when they land on your homepage, they're faced with probably like tens of different links and sections that they can click on, which is what a homepage does. So they have to dig around to find what they came for. So they might see lip blush, and I'll just put it in different colors just to affect it. So they might see lip blush, lash lifts, all the services you offer, eyeliner, just a bunch of different tabs that they can click on. Maybe your story, a gallery, and it's just too much. So they get confused and they leave because people don't like to work with things when they're searching online. And that's a quote from Derek Halpern, a 7-figure business owner. So instead they want instant confirmation that they're in the right place. So they want instant confirmation that this page is going to basically answer their problem and it's going to solve their issue with their browse, and that they're going to know all about microblading with you, so then they can trust you and book with you. So that's what they want. But if they're landing on a homepage that just has a ton of different options, they're like, to them, the probability that they're actually going to find out about microblading and have all their questions answered so that they can actually book in is pretty low. So that's why they're going to leave in just a couple of seconds. So even though they were interested and you paid for the click that got them on your page, they just leave and they don't book. So that's zero ROI for you. So that's why sending traffic to your homepage is just one of the biggest mistakes made with Google Ads that I see. So here's an example. So let's say someone searched best PMU browse near me, London. and then they land here. So they land on a homepage, and as you can see, it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different links there, 2 social media things up here, an email, phone number, and then they scroll down, if they do scroll down, and then so they see a bunch of different options. They have permanent eyebrows, and I'll read more there, but then they also have permanent lips, and then a free consultation, book, learn more here, book your free consultation there. So, and then there's also tattoo removal. So the point is, a homepage, it talks about all your different services, like that's what it's meant to do. So it's meant to redirect people to the place that they were actually looking for. But when someone lands on here, the first thing that they see, because they don't know the website, is just a bunch of different links, a bunch of different options, and they don't instantly see, microblading or what they actually clicked on, which in this case is PMU browse. They don't instantly see that, so they get confused and they will just leave. So instead, imagine on the flip side, if we sent that person who was looking for this straight to a page that instead addressed exactly what kind of doubts that person searching may have, which will be like, will my browser look natural if that's something they're looking for? And instead, it just positioned you as a go-to expert in the area, just over the competitors that they can also click on later on. So, and then it had 0 other links and was just focused on doing this, the 2 points above. So it had 0 other links, which is super simple, just super focused on PMU browse, which is what they clicked on. I mean, that would get more bookings, right? And here's an example. So as you can see, they land on it. It's super simple. It's got no links. It's no links at the top. So the only thing that they can look at is what they clicked on, which is what they want. So it's got permanent browse here, and it's got a clear path for them to book. So once they're ready to book, they can do that really easily. And it's got all the information that they might need to know or answer their question on like, will the browser actually look natural? And yeah, it has everything they need for them to book, and it has all of that information like as soon as you land on that page. So obviously that will get more bookings than it has. Obviously, this is the page that I've made, and it has got plenty of bookings compared to this homepage. So yeah, what's a solution in terms of something that you could apply yourself? So yeah, if that wasn't clear already, it would be making something called a dedicated landing page, which is the example here. So a landing page is basically just like a special page on your website that's designed just for the service that you're advertising, which will likely be brows or lips. And if so, the ad says, book microblading now, then the landing page should only focus on microblading. So it will answer questions like we covered above. So will it look natural? How long does it last? What's the process like? And it's just so a bit of proof, like reviews or before and afters, and without having confusing menus with a ton of options, no other services mentioned, just a simple path to booking a consultation with you, which is the outcome that we want because consultations lead to clients. So that way, when someone does click on your ad and goes to your website, I mean, in this case, it would be a landing page. So they'll instantly feel reassured, which is what we want. It's a tattoo on their face. They want to feel reassured, not confused with 1,000 different options they can click on. They'll feel informed because they'll find all that information quickly, which the key is quickly because that's what we need. And then they'll feel ready to book a consultation instead of getting distracted or confused. So here's another metaphor, I guess. So it's like giving someone a clear lit up door to walk through on the right here instead of dropping them into a maze, which is the website. So hopefully that's clear. So yeah, creating a landing page like the one I showed you above and how I mentioned above, it can dramatically increase your bookings. Example is that client Natalie. So obviously I didn't create that homepage, but I did create the landing page. So the second thing I showed you there. So we did actually do a test a while back. So to see which one would get more bookings from Google Ads. And this landing page down here, it got double the amount of bookings that this one here got, so 100% more. So that's just an example of how it actually works in practice, a proof. So yeah, so the underlying, I guess, reason here is that because when people find exactly what they're searching for right away, then they're more likely to book. So imagine you're searching for, let's say, think back to when maybe you were at school or university and you need to find a specific piece of data for the school project, I don't know. So which one would you rather read to find it? So something that said, lorem ipsum, like a whole legal document with thousands of different things, and you don't even know if it's going to be there. Maybe there's like 18 different pages, four sublinks, and you don't know if you're going to find it. Whereas another one where you click on it, and the first thing you see is the exact data that you were looking for. I mean, obviously, I think anyone would say the one on the right, just because it is so much easier to find it, and I mean, you know it's there because you see it right away. Okay, so that's the first big reason as to why your Google Ad campaign might have not worked and how to fix it. So now going into the second big reason is using the wrong keywords. So I'll explain what that is. So basically, the keywords are the words you pick when running the Google Ads, so that when someone pulls out their phone and they search, they go on Safari, they go on Google, and they search up in the search bar, if that makes sense. So let's say I pull out my phone, I search best restaurant near me, so that's the keyword. So the keywords are what you pick when you're running Google Ads. So like the words you want to show up for when someone searches it up, basically, if that makes sense. So um, and this issue of using the wrong keywords, that especially happens if you use those Google Ads experts that will help you on your campaigns, so the ones that are actually from Google and they say they will help for like free. They're especially bad, and or if you just work with a terrible marketing agency, which a lot of PMU artists end up doing, which is a shame, I guess. No, it's not their fault, it's just the marketing agency's fault. So me personally, I've seen dozens of Google Ads accounts that are spending 10, 20, 30 pound dollars a day on ads. But then when I go and see, where is that money being spent? What keywords are they actually using in the account? Then I can just see it's all waste, because here's another story. So I was reviewing Google Ad account. This must have been a bit ago now. And so while this artist was running the Google Ads to a page only about microblading, which is okay. She was paying for searches and keywords like halal brows to land on the page. So I'm not sure if you are familiar with that, but basically, someone who is interested in getting halal brows, I mean, for religious reasons, they wouldn't even be able to get microblading at all. So obviously, people searching for terms like that, obviously they won't book in for microblading, which just is a wasted ad budget for this person over here. So, and here's another example. So especially me, I'm a big fan of going to the gym, eating a lot of protein, obviously, for the gains, and eating clean. So imagine I was in Mayfair, London, which is a nice area, been there a couple of times. So I wanted to eat like an organic steak. So I searched best steakhouse near me. And then at the top of my phone, I see an ad that says on Google, restaurant Mayfair. So I'm thinking, okay, so it looks like a nice place, and it's at the top of my search, so it must be relevant to a best steakhouse near me. So I click on it. But then once I click on that page, I land on their homepage and it says it's a restaurant only serving vegan food. So obviously, and that's just an example there. Obviously, I leave the page because that's not what I wanted at all. Um, so sure, this vegan restaurant in the example is still getting visitors and clicks on their website, but that's the wrong kind of visitors and clicks, it's the wrong kind of traffic, because they're not going to order anything if they searched best steakhouse near me and it's a vegan restaurant. So the same happens when you're using bad keywords in Google Ads. So you end up spending money attracting people who are never going to book with you in the first place, and that's a big issue. So how do you fix this? What's the solution? So to do this is something you can do right now. If you want, you go to your Google Ad account, you search in the top left, you search keywords. That's what you need to search, and then you click on what comes up first, and then you're probably going to need to remove everything that's in there currently if you're running Google Ads and they're not working, and instead add keywords like microblading near me or ombre brows near me with these quotation marks as well. That's important there. But yeah, I have a step-by-step video on exactly how to create the Google ad, and I give you all the keywords that you need, the exact landing page that you need, and framework. It's basically done for you. You just need to fill in a couple of blanks and then run a solid Google ad campaign that can get you 4 to 7 extra turns. So that's that video is linked below. It looks like that will be in the description or comment section. And yeah, so with a solid Google ad campaign, you can realistically consistently get new PMU clients. I mean, depending on how much ad budget you put in, but yeah, it's definitely realistic to aim for 10, 20, 30 each month new clients. And then you can build that predictable PMU biz and hit 6 to 7 figures in income and enjoy more freedom with that comes to that income. So that video will be linked below. But other than that, I hope the video was clear, and I hope you understood everything. And if you did, feel free to subscribe, because I'll be dropping more valuable videos like this for you for free. So yeah, feel free to do that if you want. But if not, I hope you have a good day. It looks like it's going to be sunny over here in London. So yeah, I hope it's the same over there. Bye bye.